Yeah, you hear me. So critical path, the concept of critical path, it's very popular in management, like for every kind of management, because critical path it help saving a lot of time. So this is critical path application in real life, uh, just like simple application. All right, before you, let's say you want to make breakfast meal. You want to make breakfast, make meal, and you know, all right, what do you want to eat today? Okay, maybe you want to make an egg and bread. You toast it. This is like Western food. Enough in Cambodia, probably maybe it's rice and meat or soup, whatever, but different. But let's say for the sake of the concept here. So we know we want to make egg and bread and we want to make tea, right? So we start by cracking the egg first. Cracking the egg and then put it in, like, make it cook, and then you wait until the egg is done. So you know you have to wait for a long time, and you don't want to wait. You just switch to bread. You slice bread. Slice bread. After you slice, you put in the toaster. Put the bread in the toaster, and it will take a while for the toaster to heat up the bread. So you don't want to wait, and you look at the arrow sign here. All right, so you also want to drink tea, so you fill the water. Do this. So you fill the water into the kettle, and then wait for it to boil. Like, while you are waiting, you don't want to wait, and probably in a few more seconds, the bread is done. So you just put butter on it, butter toast on it. So you put a butter toast, and then the water is boiled, and then you make a tea. So you make a tea, look at the sign here, look at the arrow here. All right, the egg is done too, and then you start prepping meal, and then you can eat meal ready. So this is like it kind of multitask, in critical path. Everyone hear me, right? I just have to check every time.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So this is critical path. What is uncritical path? Uncritical path, probably someone who kind of like really not smart enough, or never cook meal, never cook at all in their entire life. I'm not trying to target anyone, but just for example. They don't know, they understand the concept of critical path, and they don't want to save time. So they probably wake up in the morning, crack the egg, wait for the egg to be done for 5 more minutes. All right, so finish the egg, and then they want bread. They go to slice bread, wait for the bread to get toasted for another 2 minutes, and then put butter toast on it for another minute. All right, done with the bread, and then they switch to another task. All right, fill the water in the kettle, and then wait for it to boil for another 5 minutes, and make a tea. All right, and then it's done. And if we add up all the time of individual job or individual tasks together, it probably take hours to make breakfast, right? That would be uncritical path. But on the other hand, the critical path is you do like this. As I explained before, you crack the egg, you heat it up to put the egg to poach, and then you don't want to wait, you just start doing something else. And then this will save a lot of time if you get your breakfast done in like 30 minutes. Does everyone understand this point? This concept? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I could hear a baby. Take care of the baby. Maybe he's hungry. Okay, you understand? I keep forward. So critical path in logistic. The definition is the same. The logistic just borrow that concept and use in their field, and they just store that concept. So critical path allow a project manager to allocate all resources available and minimize the waste. So logistic, what are the resources? So in logistic, there are 2 important resources: timing and the order of implementation of tasks. Which task you want to do first? So these 2 resources are very important. We call critical resources. And CPA here, critical path analysis, help. Oh, sorry, wrong here. I spot some mistake. Helps saving many months in the duration of a major project by managing them more efficiently. So what does it mean? Like the critical path analysis help the logistic manager to save time. They help them to put which task should be done first and which one should be done next. And this will allow them to save a lot of time. It's like here, this is critical path concept here. You know what I'm saying? We know that the egg will take long to cook, get done. That's why we want to do it first. And we start doing something else. And then this is for the bread, it might be take less time. So we do the bread next. And anything that takes shorter time, we do it last. Because we know like when until these two things done, the egg is probably almost done too. So there's two things. First, timing, and the other one, the order implementation of tasks. Which one should go first? Another example. All right, let me do the comment here. Okay. All right, guys, be respectful. Not haha on anyone. So, for example, when you start a project, let's say you constructing a building. All right, constructing a building. All right, the first we have we have a team who deal with ordering the construction material from abroad. All right, that team need to start working now. All right, another team B, they need to work on like constructing the foundation. All right, that thing. And another team, they need to work on dealing with the legal system. When they have to file the permit, asking permission from the government to do that. So they need to start working now. So these three teams need to start working now. And task D. Task D, let's say, for example, the interior designer, or like, interior designer for those who design like inside the building, like decoration or whatever. So for decoration people, they can't get their job done unless the building has been constructed, You know what I'm saying? Let's say F for task F, probably the internet, installing the internet or installing the camera. Those people can get their job done unless the building already been constructed, So project task D and F can be completed unless A has been completed first. And G, the same thing, can be completed unless D and B and E have to be done first. And the final project here, unless everything is done. You get the point here? Let me know you don't understand anything. You're gonna go fast. Question? Comments? Again? Oh, so this concept here, first we know we doing tasks all at the same time, 3 or 4 tasks at the same time, it will save time, right? So the first component here, it will save time. Let me put the laser point here. It will save time. Second, the order implementation of tasks. So we know that tasks D and F cannot be done before task A. So it relies on task A to complete it first. So like we have, and then it will tell us that, all right, we need to start task A. So task A first, and then until we done task A, you could start task D and F. The analogy that I was using is like construction building. You cannot decorate the building. You cannot decorate the building or install internet or Wi-Fi or install a camera before the building has been constructed. You know what I'm saying? So let's say let task A, you need to get the building constructed first. All right, this is the building part. All right, so A, you need the building constructed first, and then this is like the interior design and decoration. This is the internet or Wi-Fi, something like that. You get my point? Anyone else get my point? All right. Yeah, if it tell you, you should remember timing and order implementation of tasks. Which one should go first? That's critical path. And anything that, let's say anything that, any task that require, like, you know, the A key, it take long time to get it done. So you need to start this thing first. So, and you know, like task D and F require A to get done. So you need to start A first, right? G require D and E to get done. So you want to start D and E, and then, all right, D and E require A and C. All right, you need to start that thing first too. G also require B, so you need to start it first. Yeah. This is a little bit kind of realistic, so just want you guys to understand it. So everybody has the project in life. So that's how we gonna apply the CPA, critical path analysis. Everyone has their project in life. I know some of you guys probably want to get a degree, some of you guys want to get scholarship, but before you get scholarship and study abroad, you have to learn English, you have to know English. All right, English take long time to learn, probably 4 or 5 years. That's why you need to study it in high school. That's also part of your project, part of your life. Some of you want to get married. What you need to learn now? Learn how to cook. Learn how to take care of the baby. You have the baby, probably you have your project too. Maybe it's hard part of your project. Yeah, something like that. So any project that takes a long time to accomplish or to get it, you need to start it as early as possible. Yeah. Or maybe someone want to buy a car, someone want to buy a house, or maybe they find their loved one. We don't know. It's their privacy. Yeah. All right. You need to find your loved one. What you need to do? All right. You need to have a job. You need to be cool, be handsome. You need to be clean, hygiene at all time, and you need to be patient, especially the guy. So those kind of skills, it takes some time to learn. And all right, you know that, all right, how to be patient. Maybe some people, they were born with like being impatient, and then it's like 2 or 3 years to train their mentality to do that. So they probably start that task first. Yeah, I know everyone got my point. All right, in logistics, it's the same thing. Like you had like the project in logistic include like planning, distribution network, or replanning. You know, like the first planning, you plan it again. You want to, the book say you are looking for 30% inventory reduction during the pandemic. You want to reduce your inventory because you know that the consumption may go down over the next 2 years, 1 or 2 years, because the economy is not going back up right away. It takes some time, right? Maybe some company, they want to buy a major piece of new equipment, or they want to construct building. They want to setting up a supplier conference. A big company like Eon, 7-Eleven, whatever, they want to construct a conference with their supplier and one with their alliance involved. Yeah, they all have some kind of project. And those companies, they know, they're really smart. They know like what kind of tasks they need to do first and what tasks they need to do next to save time, save money. When you save time, you also save money. So all these tasks can be managed well using a project management method. And one of them is critical path analysis that just talk about it. Okay, next slide. Okay, there are 5 stages to create CPA. Who want to read number 1? I need volunteer participation. Number 1, please.
Identify all the activities that must be carried out in order to complete the project and determine what
Okay.
must be completed before each task can start.
All right, thank you very much. So the first thing you need to do on CPA, there are 5 stages. So first thing you need to do, you had to identify all activities that must be carried out in order to complete. So, all right, in order to construct the building, what kind of tasks that you need to do? So you identify everything. I know construction company, they are really smart at this. They know what they are doing. So yeah, they know what they are doing. So they have a list of tasks that need to do first, and the following tasks they need to do after. So they know everything here. So first, you need to identify everything. All right, number 2, you eliminate the most likely time required to carry out each task. Oh, estimate, sorry, not estimate. Estimate the most likely time. So each task take time. So you need to know like how long it will take time, like it will take to finish one task. As I said earlier, the one that take long, the longest one, you should start it first, start it early, or with among the first stage, you know. The third stage, we use these times to calculate overall duration of the project. This is one. The number 3 is similar to number 2, I think. Number 2, estimate the most likely time required to carry out. Oh, the most likely time required to carry out each task, and using this time to capture the overall duration of the project. So we want to add up all the tasks together. We combine it, and you need to know how long it will take to finish the project. Like how long it will take the construction company to finish the whole building, and not just the building, everything inside, like internet, camera, security camera, like installing the water system or fire system, whatever. So I want to identify the project. Project is like the whole thing, and the word task is like different thing, little thing, you know. You know what I'm saying? The project is like the whole thing, and the task is like it's like a hand here, a hand, like the whole hand, but the task is it's like each finger that make that combine together and make the hand. So task is one component, project is the whole thing, all component together. All right. Next part, stage number 4, we calculate the latest time at which each activity can start. The latest time, because like every project has deadline, you know, like the building, all right, they give you like 2 years to finish it. So let's say this one, you need 2 years to finish it. So you know, installing internet require 2 months, or constructing the interior outside require a year, and this thing require decoration require 3 months or whatever. So you need to make sure, so 2-3 months to finish. You need to make sure we start this task like we start this task like 4 or 5 months before the deadline. Okay, let's say the internet require 2 months to finish installing. All right, so the latest time that the internet company should start working on the building has to be 2 months before the deadline, because they know that they could finish the job in 2 months. So it has to be done at last 2 months before the deadline, at last, or at least 2 months before the deadline. It could start 3 or 4 months, but you know, like when they hit 2 months, they have to do it. So because we don't want to overdo the deadline, it will look bad. The same thing with construction, with logistics. So Logistic, they have deadline, like Amazon Prime, they have 2-day delivery, and the system, they're smart. They identify. They said, all right, how long it will take their truck to deliver from the fulfillment center to the town, and they say 3 hours, and then how long it take for the small van to deliver to get the product from the truck and to the community, to the neighborhood, to the customer house. It may take like 5 or 6 hours. So the system, they include, they calculate everything, the time, everything in, and it will tell the driver, say, all right, you need to be at the fulfillment center by noon tomorrow to get the package to be delivered to the van, and it will tell the van driver, all right, you need to meet the truck driver at this assembly area around like 3 or 4 p.m. tomorrow. It will tell everything. That's how the system works. Yeah, but you know the system's built by human, and human cannot build such kind of system if they don't understand what is CPA. So we have to, like, they start from scratch, like us. They start from actually they start from cooking meal, like cooking breakfast in the kitchen, like us, and they just apply it to their career. And number 5, after you calculate step 3 and 4, the critical path can now be identified. So you know which one you go first and which next. Here, this is an example straight from the book. So we are going to set up project network for preparation phase of a project. Here, the word project again, to improve inventory accuracy. Inventory accuracy, we want to make sure our inventory, like the amount and the name of item in the warehouse and in the company, is accurately accountable. And this is ABC, is just the activity code for the task, each task that has to complete. So first task, like you want to obtain the last year count result. You want to count everything. Nowadays, you need to look at what the result in the past year. You have to study that. So you give code A. So this one you have to start first, and it will take 2 days to finish it. Predecessor, I mean, like everything that need to be done before task A. Let's say in this slide, the predecessor of F is A, predecessor of D is A, predecessor of G is D, B, E. But task A is seen as like at the beginning, so there's no predecessor. Just start doing it. Obtain all process charts. So you get all the chart here, task speed, and no predecessor, but it takes 6 days to finish it. Get system access for all team. So make sure everyone have access to the system. So it takes 3 days too. And you classify main sources of deviation. So deviation means anything that is like far from, let's say you expect to have like 100 pen in your company. But when you count it, you count like 93 or 98 or whatever. So you lost some. That thing, it will count as deviation. So there's some loss. In every single model, like they have to be accountable for some loss. It's always happen, no matter what. 1 or 2 is always happen. So we give a code D for this task, and before you know that you have some loss in, like, before you know there's some item like loss in your inventory, you need to count it first, right? You need to obtain the count from last year. That's why predecessor is A. So before you get D done, you need to count it first. So in this task, we take 4 days to do it. And next one, the team carry out self-evaluation of the ability to use main processes. We give it a code E, and the processes again require task C to finish first. and task C is the system access. So you get system access to everyone, and then team carry out the self-evaluation, and it take another 5 days. Set target for accuracy improvement, code F, and accuracy improvement you require task A. You need to obtain last year count result. Done. It takes only 1 day to do it. And create overall plan for improvement, task G, and task G require B, D, E to get it done, and it will take 8 days. All right, and then this is not the end yet. So the next stage, if you need to create a diagram like this that I put in before in the previous slides. So you need to start first ABC as ABC, and you know that task D and F have the same predecessor, which is A. So you draw it like this from A to D and F. Right. And then you know task E has C as a predecessor. So after C, you draw E here. And then the next one is task G, create overall plan improvement, and G require B, D, E as a predecessor. So B, D, E here, G, and then and then we take another 8 days, and then what else? Task S, and then the end result require G and F together to produce the end result. And this kind of strategy you could apply to anything. As long as you understand the concept, you could apply to anything. Doesn't matter whether it's logistic or like in your real life, like with your sale, with everything. It depends. Like that's just how we like learning, memorizing, remembering is not enough. Like you need to know how to apply what you learn to your real life. That is the core value of education. Okay. Questions, comments, answer. I give you answer. Any questions? No? Should I have questions? Okay. So again, if you never learn about critical path analysis, you probably do one job at a time, finish A, finish B, C, finish E first. And if you add this time up, how many? 9, 11, 15, 20, 29 days. Take 29 days to finish it. For those who don't follow the critical path. But if you follow this strategy here, you know the duration in each task, activity A, B, C, D, predecessor here, duration in each task, start earlier, you get them up, and it will be, you could finish the project in just 16 days. 16 days. So do we save time? Yes, we do. We save 13 days, almost half of. We save almost 50%. And when we save time, what else do we save? Money, right? Your time is money. So, like people don't have to spend more time to work. All right, so have money. And the critical path also tells us what tasks you need to do first. I should explain you how to get 16. Everyone could understand like 16. So this will take 2 days, 6 days, 4 days, 3 days. So we just like add them up. And like for task activity D, D require 4 days, but before D, you need to add 2 more days for 2 more days from task A. You add them up. Right, you found 6. And then task C, so task E has C a predecessor, so C, so it's 3 plus 5, here, C from C, and 5 is from E, it's 8. And then task F, you have A, 2 days to complete A, and then take 1 day to finish F, 3 days, and then task G require B, D, E. So task G require 8 days to do it. So 8, and earliest start is, cannot see it here, 8. So you know where the 8 come from? Because B plus D plus E. So B will take 6 days. No. Task G, get the graph again. G require B, D, E. And this is 8. 8, B, D, E. Oh, I cannot see right now. So B requires 6 days, but D, you add 2 more days, and then E, B, D, E. E is 3 more days. No, it's overlap here. So look at here again. So task G require D, B, E. Earliest start. Let me look at it again. So no, we require 8 days. Task G require B, D, E. B, D, E, and D require A and C. So A plus C and plus B. A equal 2, C equal 3, and E requires C. Oh, C another 3, yeah. So C. So 8 it comes from a C plus C and plus A, because we know that task G, I should write it down so everyone could understand it. Okay, write down here. So this one, it's equal 2 plus 3 and plus 3. Because 2 come from, B. B is like, no, not that one. So G require E, B, D. E require C, and C take 3 days to do it. So let's say this is from C, and then D, task D also need A, so plus 2 here, and then B. Where's the B come from? B here 6, but D also required A, E, C. No, it doesn't make sense. Something wrong here. It doesn't make sense. All right, I'll get back to you later about this one, okay? Something wrong here. But we just know that the critical path will save us time, and the way to calculate it, we do this. So we find the earliest start, but it's just like the final one here. So we just know that we save time, and how much if we save time, we're gonna calculate this together. And this is the final number here is every number here is tell us how much time we need to take to finish the project under the critical path analysis. I might have to use Excel to do this again to make it easier to understand. Because looking like this is kind of very confusing. it got me too. All right. So I will owe you about this. On Friday, I will show you in Excel how to do this. It will be easier and avoid confusions too. Okay. Any other questions so far? Yeah, Friday we will do quiz and we will have some time to go over this real quick. Quiz like 15 minutes, spend another 15 minutes to go over it, 30 minutes, and then spend another 10 or 15 minutes to go over this. Maybe go to another subject, another part of the class, another part of the tool, management tool. Questions, comments? I'm looking at this like C requires 3 days, A requires 2 days, B requires 0, D require 2, and E requires 3. Now, all right. If no one have any question, class dismissed. You could go. Why don't BDE? BDE. I will go over this again. Because we need to use Excel to find the earliest start. And yeah, I was thinking about adding another concept like the earliest start. Like this, we're gonna study the CPA deeper than this, but I feel like this introduction course, if I go deeper than this, it's gonna be like really hard for you. That's why I want to end like right here. Yeah, like want to show you how much we save from the from applying the concept. But I don't think BDE is equal 6 plus 2 plus 3, because 6, task B it takes 6 days to do it, but task D we already spend, we spent 6 days, but B I don't think that's the way it works here. So B is the earliest start is 0, it's been 6 days. I'll go to this again. Okay, what about the 5 stage to create CPA at the first point? First point, we capture the latest time at which each activity that can be started. Here, that's so the latest time that each activity can be started. So as an example here, let's say the internet company require 2 months to install every server internet via network in the building, right? And the deadline for the whole building, is like let's say August, August, really slow, August 2020. So this one will take 2 months. So you know that it take 2 months, and this is like July. So the latest date that the company should start the project is like June 1st. June 1st, August, June, not July. Had to be June 1st. Had to be start on June 1st. This is the latest date that they could start. When they could start like anything before June 1st, or maybe May or whatever. But this is like the June 1st is like the final day that they should start that project. yeah, you just have a deadline. You just tell the internet company, you say, all right, you need to come to work on installing the internet or network before June 1st. You have to tell them, give them like June 1st. You need to be there. And this could apply to this task, could apply to this thing. You need to know how long it will take them to do it, and how long it takes them to do it, and what is the latest date that they're gonna start the task, because we don't want them to overshoot the deadline. Yes. I'm just thinking about this one. I cannot get a number right. I got a 1.2 plus 3 plus 3, but earlier start. All right. By the way, do you understand the 5-stage of CPA? You don't? Let me know.